episode is brought to you by GENESYS Network. Get ready for the incredible comeback of the GENESYS coin presale. We've heard your requests, and now it's back until June 11th, giving you another opportunity to join the action. So don't miss out this time. From May 15th to May 31st, you can grab your coins at an unbelievable price of 87 cents, and from June 1st to the 11th, slightly higher at 91 cents. But wait, we have more exciting news for you. You can buy these tokens conveniently using the Binance network with BNB and USDT. Don't wait any longer. Seize this opportunity to be a part of the G Coin revolution. Official launch on MEXC, BitForex, and BTP Exchange on July 15th. Join the G-Chain revolution today. Link in the description below.
It's when they can get double from stacking Toshis. Yeah, this my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Tune in and get the latest and greatest from stacking Toshis. This my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis? Yeah, this my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Tune in and get the latest and greatest from stacking Toshis. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you need to get the real news at. Stop messing with them lames out there. CBTV. Let me out of here.
How? Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Hey, welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis with yours truly, Crypto Blood. Round of applause for everyone tuning in right now. What I need you to do is smack that thumbs up. We need that algo. Push through that algo. Get as many people in the stream as possible, ladies and gents. We got a lot to talk about today. I got a theory for you in regards to Robinhood. I think they are next on the hit list, and I'm going to explain why toward the end of this video. Wisdom Bars is in the house. He said, yo, we all gonna be passport bros very soon. Bro, you're not lying. Round of applause for Wisdom Bars for that. I mean, all the fuckery going on in the crypto industry is not even that eclipsed by what Biden just did to our previous or former president. I can't believe they did this. They actually indicted a former president on federal charges over something up until like three months ago. I didn't know most or all presidents, former presidents, have these types of documents. Now, the issue is you want to indict Trump. Ironically, the indictment comes out the same day. There's no coincidences here, guys. The same day as the FBI having to forcefully turn over information showing evidence that Biden was paid $5 million from the Burisma deal. Burisma being the Ukrainian energy company that his son had a cushy job making millions of dollars, had no prior experience in the energy industry. Same day, right? We're in a very corrupt country. It's gotten so bad here, they're just blatant with it now. Blatant with it. So I'm out of here. I'm out of here very soon. Can't take none of this. Before we get into it, actually, I want to show you guys something really quickly. This is a promo I'm doing right now. You guys get a chance to trade with Bloodalytics for free for a whole 30 days. All you got to do is deposit at least $1,000 into your Fairdesk account. You can sign up. Go to bloodalytics.com for more information. All that will be there for you. Once you sign up, deposit your 1K, hit me up on either Telegram or via email, and I will send you the rest of the instructions to go ahead and sign up for that 30-day trial. All right, run that bag up with Bloodalytics. This is Bloodalytics free month with Bloodalytics, $180 value. So make sure you take advantage of it because it's limited time. But also, we have GENESYS. You saw the 30-second commercial drop at the beginning of the live stream. They've just redesigned their website. It looks official like a referee's whistle. GENESYS token pre-sale. They extended it. It is now going on. I know it says on this graphic here the 10th, but it's actually June 11th is the last opportunity for you to get those tokens, guys, at a pre-sale price of, I think, 86 cents. So do that because, you know, unlike other pre-sales, GENESYS actually has some stuff lined up already where they're going to be listed on BitForex, P2B, and MEXC. MEXC being the bigger one of those three on July 15th. So instant liquidity there. I'm just saying, possibility to make some money in this bear market. No guarantees, of course, but definitely link in the description below if you guys are interested in joining that pre-sale. Again, welcome to the show. Let's get right into it. First article we will take a look at today is out of BN Crypto, and I saw my buddy in the comments before the live stream started, Reggie Bone. He said hashtag Pulse Chain, hashtag Pulse X, hashtag Hex. He said suppress your fear and seize the opportunity. Sounds like a crypto.com ad. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Now, you know, Reggie, you come here because you know I hate crypto, right? And you probably think I hate Hex. You probably think I hate Richard Hart. You probably think I hate you. None of the above is true. But you know I'm going to give it to you real and to give it to you raw. Hex ain't doing too well, my friend. Nah, you know, you could give me all the excuses in the world. Oh, that's the other Hex before the other Hex got hexed. And then the conversion to Pulse Hex, ETH Hex. Listen, I'm going off of the official quote here. You know, and CoinGecko even says here, due to the price difference on Pulse Chain, Hex Pulse is tracked separately to avoid confusion. Yeah, you got a lot of confused hexagons out there, in my opinion. Round of applause to you guys. Not looking good here, guys. You're bleeding out kind of hard. I gave you a blood transfusion last week. Please don't tell me you need another one. Crypto blood only got so much blood. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I know my hexagons are in the building, so give us some excuse on what is going on, and you got to convert this to that. You got to then convert it back. Then you got to send some sacrifices to Richard and make a hex on the Pulse. Man, come on, man. Help a brother out. I'm thoroughly confused. But yeah, it's not looking good right now for Hex. And as I told you guys, I think the hype is over. You know, it was a lot of hype on the promise of a lot of things on what Pulse Chain was going to do, what Hex was going to do. Then they pivoted to Pulse Chain, and then, you know, you got the. I'm confused of all the rhetoric. But anyhow, Richard says people got into Hex far lower than it is right now. He said in a tweet, I'm confused because I had a lot of Hex supporters during the 17, 18 era, 19, all through up until now. And I would assume majority of you guys are in the red right now. I don't know how Richard is saying. Well, he didn't say most. He just said people got into Hex far lower than it is now. I mean, I guess that's not a false statement. And he's very smart. He knows how to choose his words wisely. So I guess the statement that he's making there, the tweet, is true. People did get into Hex far lower. It's about percentage of those people who got into Hex far lower is the question. It may be only like 5% of those individuals at this juncture. But at any rate, you know, I hope for the best for you guys. In this article here, Richard Hart's Plague Project, they say Pulse Chain is the Richard Hart's Ethereum fork, which claims to offer faster transactions, lower cost fees. However, it is plagued with problems when it launched last month. It's not out of the ordinary to have issues on newly launched blockchains. As a result, though, they said its native PLS token has been crushed. In just 18 days, PLS has dumped into an all-time low on June 9th. So not only did you get your nuts clipped on Hex, then you sacrifice to the Lord Jesus Richard, and then you get nuts clipped again. So it's, I don't know. Y'all help me out. Hexagons, please give me some clarity, give me some hope, because I'd rather you give me hope than dope. But right now, all I got is some dope. Bitcoin, AMB crypto. I have to admit, as I stated earlier, I'm pretty surprised and impressed, I should say more so, that Bitcoin is holding up through all of this nonsense that the SEC is throwing at it. It is taking the hits, ladies and gents. Round of applause to Bitcoin and the crypto markets in general. But Bitcoin is the big daddy, and he pretty much determines how well the altcoins do. Right? It is the barometer for the entire crypto market. So to see Bitcoin still holding strong at these levels with each blow from the SEC hitting it, to me, it does tell me that either there are no more sellers, and when the XRP verdict comes out, is you're going to get the flush out, which I believe the final capitulation we'll see after that XRP verdict. So as you guys see here, they have these capitulation inflows, and the current inflow is at 0.82%. We do still have some room here, guys, to move down. Okay. Now, again, to me, this just means that we don't have any more sellers. Any new bad news will just have the diamond hand holders have to sell a little bit. And I think that'll be the final capitulation in the crypto markets when we get the verdict on, Ripple, Nipple, Dipple. We'll see. Gary Gensler met with waves of disapproval for the way he's acting nowadays. Paradigm CEOs very upset about the SEC's stance on decentralized exchanges. They're even coming after decentralized exchanges, guys. Mark Cuban as well. He said, instead of suing, won't you help exchanges comply with the rules? No. That would be too much like right, Mark Cuban. That would be too much like right. That's not what they intend to do. They want to confuse, obfuscate, move the goalposts, change the rules to discourage the adoption and growth of crypto here in the United States. It is pretty much over for the United States growth and prospects for a healthy crypto industry. I'm going to jump out there and say it before anyone else. Before any of your favorite crypto influencers, content creators, I'm going to jump out there before them, as I normally do. It's over in the United States. You got a corrupt White House doing corrupt things in the political arena, and that just trickles down to finance. What would make you think anything is going to change for the better? It's not, guys. So, luckily, Bitcoin, cryptos, are not isolated to the United States. It's not like the traditional system, TradFi, where Wall Street pretty much runs the equities game, right? Wall Street is where it's at. New York City, it's where it's at. So any changes that come there, you'll have to just deal with it. Thank God, with crypto, it is a global network. And people will get creative here in the United States on how to circumvent some of these federales, if you want to say. Coinbase CEO sells company stocks while Cathie Wood remains bullish. It is interesting. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but news came out that Brian Armstrong actually was selling some stock right before the SEC lawsuit came out. Now, I didn't read this in detail, but I'm assuming this happened by coincidence, because you have to file, I can't remember what form it is. Someone help me out in the chat room if you know. You have to file a report or a form as a CEO of a public company, or anyone in the C-suite, for sure in the C-suite position. They have to file paperwork with the SEC disclosing how much they're going to be selling. I'm sure that happened well before. He couldn't just sell and then disclose, I don't think. But he did sell 29,730 shares on June 5th, just a day before the SEC lawsuit was made public. So again, I'm not sure how that works. I don't think you can just sell right away. Maybe you can. And if that's the case, then that's a little sus. I can't believe that he should know that if that's the case. I don't think that's the case, though. Meanwhile, you got Cathie Woods, the contraindicator, or should I say just lucky. She just got lucky with all the money printing, right? She's a barometer for liquidity, for money printing. She reminds me of Tom Lee. Honestly, you guys may not know Tom Lee. He is wrong all the time. I don't understand why the guy still gets TV time. Thoroughly confused. This guy is a contraindicator. Now, you talking about someone you should counter trade, it should be him. But Cathie Woods did buy more Coinbase shares. I don't think that's a good idea. Let me know in the comments, though, guys. What do you think about Cathie Wood, her performance? I went over it a few days ago and showed you guys that she was down 0.3% over 5 years. If you take a look at it, I mean, you would have done better just holding the index. You know? indice, S&P or even Dow Jones, I would assume at that point. But hey, it is what it is. She'll continue to get more money. And again, she's reckless with it because it's not her money. It's not her money. Wisdom Bar said, is Tom Lee worse than Jim Cramer? Not as of late. Round of applause to Jim Cramer. I think he takes the trophy. No lie. Jim Cramer, as of the last 2 years, he's had some epic wrong calls. So I would give it to Jim Cramer. But before this little streak of nonsense that he's been on a losing streak like none other. Before that losing streak, Tom Lee definitely had the crown, bro. He was from 2019 back to, I would say, I don't know, like 2010. He's just been wrong, and wrong again. So on to the next one, though. We've got, and we just talked about XRP a little bit, Annalisa Torres. Who is she? Well, she is the lady that is residing over the XRP, or I should say Ripple Labs versus SEC case. In this article, they say here, the judge at the helm of the crypto market's future. Oh, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. She is not the end-all, be-all to the crypto markets, guys. And this is why we have to get out of this logic. We have to get out of this mindset thinking that Ripple's case with the SEC is going to determine the future of crypto. Not at all. Maybe a little bit here in the United States, but marginally. Ultimately, people are going to continue to buy cryptos because it's a peer-to-peer network. Ultimately, it is. You know, now how you get from fiat to crypto may be a challenge, but people are creative and people will figure it out. Humans are very creative. We will figure out ways to buy crypto with fiat. Like Lee View said, the future of crypto is worldwide. Exactly. That's kind of a centralized or myopic viewpoint that this article, and many people in the United States, actually, a lot of XRP people think that this is like, the end all be all for crypto. Well, first of all, if you were thinking with your first head, not your third leg, you would understand that Ripple's going to lose. They'll settle, but ultimately that just means they'll lose and the coin will be looked at as a security. And you won't be able to use it in the United States. We're going to get to Robinhood here in a second, but it's written, guys. It is written all over the place. All over the wall, in my opinion, that Ripple is a done data in this court case with all the mess, all the unfairness we've seen in the I'll just take the last 3 weeks of SEC's behavior. Should be indicative or show you that is no way Ripple wins, guys. So if you're holding on to XRP in hopes of a win and a big pop, I don't know, man. I'm taking the opposite trade on that one. I'm taking the opposite trade. The article says the crypto market's future hinges on Judge Torres' legal reasoning. No, it does not. No, it does not. Her decision promises to be a significant milestone in the history of crypto regulation. It has potential repercussions that could reverberate throughout the global financial system. Come on, man. Get out of here with all that nonsense. First of all, it is only pertinent to the U.S. First. Second, the rest of the world will keep using XRP. And third, the people in the United States will probably still use XRP, though they'll be hurt. They'll be hurt. ADA being delisted. And it's the same thing that's going to happen. And it's funny because XRP has already been delisted from U.S. exchanges. So it's like, come on, guys. The Band-Aid has been ripped off already. Just move on. Decrypt Media, Crypto.com. I heard about this morning on my weekly crypto fund call up here in Michigan. I do a weekly call with a crypto firm. And they told me this morning, I didn't even know this. They told me this morning that they're shutting down institutional trading services at Crypto.com. Many of you probably didn't even know they had it. Well, I learned about this maybe about 6 months ago, 5 months ago. I didn't know either until my crypto fund people told me that they have an account with crypto.com, the institutional side. I was like, oh, interesting. Didn't even know about it. But, well, anyway, they are shutting it down. They're citing, I'm going to just read what they say. They're citing limited demand from institutions in the United States in the current market landscape. Do I believe that? No. Yep, retail trading is still going on. Thank God. They have over 80 million users. I didn't even know that on the retail side. That's impressive. Round of applause to crypto.com. Round of applause to crypto.com because they were my first major sponsor. Many of you guys who have been around since 2017 with it's now called I Hate Crypto, with Crypto Blood, man, you guys know I was a early adopter, as always ahead of the curve. I was shilling for crypto.com in 2017, ladies and gents. You know it. I'm always surfing the wave, man. I'm ahead of my time, ladies and gents. I'm ahead of my time. That's why you're here to watch me. They're shutting down, and it's interesting because I personally think it's more so because of the SEC pressure. They don't want to be sued, and unfortunately, they probably still will be sued. I mean, SEC is just on a rampage right now. Speaking of being sued, we know Coinbase, they got sued the day after Binance was sued, and now they're forced to withdraw 70,000 staked ETH amid SEC lawsuit. And I think this might have a slight impact on the price of Ethereum short term. Now, I don't think it is something long term that's going to affect the price of Ethereum. I think that's going to be affected for other reasons we've already talked about. But Coinbase accounts for roughly 79% of entities waiting to withdraw their staked Ethereum, they say right now. This is according to the dashboard over at Nansen AI. If I scroll down here, you'll see the pie breakdown. They hold altogether 10% of all ETH deposits. Lido, of course, is number one at 31%, but they are number one for looking to withdraw funds. The withdrawal waiting list right here, as you guys can see, is currently at 51%. So they're the largest chunk of one entity looking to withdraw ETH. They're withdrawing ETH from their earned program, I believe, or the staked. It's not earned. The staked program, the earned program got shut down a long time ago. But now they've got to unstake the staked ETH. So I'm just very interested in why Cathie Woods would be buying at this point, because a lot of the revenue they were banking on, they said it in their own quarterly earnings reports. They said, we are banking on the staking and earn program to eventually constitute a bulk of our revenue. And now that's gone. So where's their revenue going to come? It's going to have, the price of the stock is going to have to come down significantly. I'd say another 50% from here, maybe even more than that. So I'm not sure why Cathie Woods is buying. I wouldn't be. I'm just saying, not giving you financial advice how to play the equities game, but I'm just saying. So it is what it is, guys. Anything Voice Crypto said, I remember when you did the vids in the car, you should bring them back. Oh yeah, I might do that. A lot of people love when I did my car vids for some reason, so I'll definitely have to bring back some of the car vids occasionally. It's just easier to do it from the studio, but hey, I might do it. I like to be organized and have things on the screen, and you know, it's just easier for me to do live streams this way. I hate to just be like rambling off at stuff with you guys. But finally, Robinhood, you know, this is my theory here, guys. I believe that Robinhood will be the next to chuck the deuces, or at least get slapped. Binance is gone, Coinbase is gone, it's Robinhood next. I believe so. I believe they're going to be sued next. And it's just interesting because I'm not understanding how any exchange that even I deal with, how they are able to continue operating. Am I missing something? I don't know. Robinhood to delist tokens for Solana, Cardano, and Polygon after SEC suits named them as securities. So I wonder shout out to all my Cardano fans right now. I just want to give you guys some love real quick. You know, I'm not a huge Cardano fan at all. I think it's highly overrated, highly overvalued. I spoke on this last week on Around the Blockchain. That said, I asked a question, does anyone know how many transactions per second Cardano does? And many people were shocked at that answer. It's less than Bitcoin. So how can a smart contract, now, you know, Bitcoin not having high TPS, okay, I'm understanding that. It is not a smart contract focused network. It is just for transacting or exchanging value, right? Some type of value across a network, decentralized network. But when you're talking about these blockchain 2.0 networks, Ethereum, Cardano, EOS, or whatever, you can't have transactions sub Bitcoin, 5-6 transactions a second. You know, you need, Visa has, I think on their network, their capacity is 1,700 transactions a second. And I'm hearing, I know the upgrade is coming, and it woulda, coulda, shoulda, and this is going to be this, and this is going to be that. We're too far in the game for these woulda, coulda, shouldas. Okay, Cardano's been around too long for woulda, coulda, shouldas. So what are you doing right now? What is your transaction speed right now? What is your throughput right now? Can you actually roll out, if tomorrow you were given the green light by some type of institutional establishment, or let's say a nation, sovereign nation, if they were to give you the green light tomorrow, what would happen? You would fail. So why are you worth billions of dollars when there are other blockchains out there that have the capacity and the history of showing, hey, we can handle 1,000 transactions a second. You know, we can handle high throughput. I don't see how anyone is immune to this. I'm thoroughly confused, guys. You will literally have like no exchange to buy crypto in a minute here in the United States. Or if you do, you can only buy like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and that's suspect, EOS, Litecoin, Dogecoin, you know, the legacy coins, for sure. For sure. But it'll be a very limited number of coins you'll be able to participate in the degening, or even if you don't think, if you're a serious lover of blockchain, you know, you're speculating, but you actually believe in a lot of these projects, in a minute you won't be able to even buy these tokens, guys. That's what they're trying to make occur here. So I'm not shocked. Solana, I mean, we line up firing squad for Solana. That's Windows 95. I told you guys, they're just irrelevant. I can't stand Solana. Okay, they're the Windows 95 of blockchain. It's a blue screen of death every other week with Solana. But you know, Polygon, they've been on a roll. They've been doing a lot to push adoption of crypto, blockchain, and that's just unfortunate to see. But I think, to wrap it up, guys, I think that we are going to see Robinhood get hit next with some type of lawsuit. Why not? They were doing the same thing or very similar things that Coinbase was doing, very similar things that Binance was doing. So why wouldn't they be next? It won't stop us in the long run. This is just an attack on the space right now. But I just have to warn you, you know, there are some more downside risks here. There are some more downside risks. Louv E said, what is your advice for us, CB? Be highly aggressive in having some dry powder. That's all I can say, because the next dip is going to be big and it'll be a great buying opportunity. When is it happening? I think before the next election. I think before November of next year, somewhere around there. I think we'll have that major capitulation moment in between now and then. And at some point, you know how it is. Stock markets rally leading into a presidential election campaign. So I think you will see a wave of move up. But the move up is from what base? Are we moving up from $12,000 Bitcoin? Are we moving up from $8,000 Bitcoin? Though I don't think we're going that low. But I'm just saying, like, it's all relative. You know, it's a perspective you got to add in there, guys. So it's going to be very interesting. But at any rate, I hate crypto. I love you. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I'm out of here, people. Holla.
Satoshis, yeah, this my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Tune in and get the latest and greatest from stacking Toshis. This my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis? Yeah, this my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Tune in and get the latest and greatest from stacking Toshis. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you need to get the real news at. Stop messing with them lames out there. CBTV. Let me out of here. Pop.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.